Today is World Book Day, and it's a day which I feel to celebrate because books have had such a profound effect on my life and on this world. When we were first able to communicate through writing stories, put them on a page and send them beyond our normal perimeter of influence. In the past, the message that we had, any single person, their message to the world could be communicated no farther than the distance that they were able to physically travel. And maybe if you were a powerful storyteller, you could persuade other people to share your story, or maybe they just felt naturally inclined to share your story to the people that they met. So it was possible for stories to spread across the globe, but it was much more limited, obviously. And when the printing press came along, and even before then, when people were able to handwrite things into books, the message of a particular person or collection of people was able to be communicated far and wide, far more quickly. And there are things that got lost in that translation, because words on a page separated from the author's voice can sometimes become distorted in their meaning. Humour can be lost. Maybe that's one of the problems with the books, the major religious books of today, is that the glint in the eye and the humour in the voice was sometimes lost from those stories, and people end up reading them in a very literal and dogmatic way. And so there has been a cost with the writing of books. It has taken away some of the meaning that gets communicated when we speak directly to each other. And yet, it has enabled us to create so many worlds, so many parallel dimensions through the creation and communication of stories that have been able to be spread all around the world. That someone reading a book is really not hurting anything. Sitting down, sitting still, reading a book, expanding their mind, experiencing another world. It's such an incredible cure for boredom. It's an amazing tool for education, or it can be. And books have enabled us to educate ourselves globally in so many ways. Was that effective? Well, it has divorced us from the natural world in some ways. So, like most of the things that I celebrate, there's two sides to them. They're complicated. Life is complicated, it's nuanced. And so, even though there have been these subtle costs that are not commonly recognised to us having books and engaging with books so much, I'm choosing to celebrate World Book Day because they have been such an incredible medicine in my life. I have learnt so much through the books that I have read. It's funny, I'm just about to move home, and the thought of selling my books really upsets me. Even giving them away, I would like to share that knowledge with people, but I still turn to my bookshelf so commonly to remind myself of things that I've learned, of wisdom that each one of those books contains. And even though I've whittled it down over the years, there's still a couple of boxes worth of books that I just cannot bring myself to part with just now. And maybe that will change. It's a heavy thing to be carrying around in life, but I'm choosing to celebrate World Book Day because they've had such a profound effect on my life. I'm so grateful to all the authors that have inspired me and taken me on journeys, internal journeys, as I've been sitting there on a bus, on my bed, in a cafe, being projected into these alternate realities. It's an incredible thing that we've managed to conjure up. So yeah, today celebrating World Book Day.